Sitting down here on MASN All Access with Rylan Bannon, infielder, do-it-all infielder for the Bowie Bay Sox. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you came over here to this organization from the Dodgers organization in the middle of last year in that Manny Machado trade. Must have been pretty tough adjusting from going to a totally different coast, totally different organization in the middle of the year like that.
Yeah, no, it was for sure. Going out there, seeing sunshine every single day, and then coming over here. And I remember we were out there in California complaining about there never being any weather, no rain, no nothing like that. And I came over here, and the whole first week I was here, it was downpouring the whole time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was definitely a little different there, but yeah, no, I'm happy to be here.
I would say Bowie's probably pretty different from Rancho Cucamonga.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
Yeah, I can imagine. So coming from the Dodgers organization, what have you noticed that has been different in the Orioles organization?
Yeah, they made a lot of changes in the offseason, some good changes, and definitely the spring training was a lot more laid back. It was awesome. The spring training with the Dodgers and with the Orioles this year felt very similar. It was very laid back. Just a real relaxed mentality every single day, going out there getting your work in.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was a good spring training.
And is that how Buck Britton runs this team, laid back?
Yeah, that's exactly how he runs it. I love having him in the clubhouse, and as our manager, he's always keeping the mood light, cracking jokes. He's definitely a fun guy to have around.
Nice. And does it help to have somebody he's been around in this organization and this team specifically, and who's made his way throughout every level of the minor leagues as a player? Does it help to have somebody who's been through it like that?
Absolutely. Yeah, no doubt. He definitely has a lot of experience.
Yeah.
And it helps that he is so young because he can relate to all of us a lot more. And, his experience definitely helps. And he knows how to keep the mood light, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's great to hear. Now, you played third base in college, correct?
Right.
And then you go over to the Dodgers, you play mostly third there, and now you're kind of getting a little bit of a taste at second base as well.
Yeah.
How has that been, adjusting to a new position?
The transition wasn't as drastic as you would think, because during BP, and I'm always taking ground balls all over the place. But it's definitely a change. Turning double plays at second, it's definitely something you need to get used to, and just all the footwork and kind of knowing where to be at certain times and certain plays and stuff like that. But
right.
I definitely feel more comfortable at third just because that's where I played the past 4 or 5 years consistently, and
yeah.
But I'm definitely feeling comfortable at second base as well.
Gotcha. Probably a little bit nicer. You have a little bit more time to react to the ball. I'm
right.
saying at second base.
Absolutely.
But and a shorter throw to first as well.
A little easier on the arm.
Yeah. What kind of footwork do you do any footwork drills, I guess, to change kind of the way that you have to pivot and such?
Yeah, at second base, you don't really have to turn your body as much to throw to first.
Right.
So I kind of get in trouble a lot, especially when I go back to third, is having to turn my shoulders and even out to throw to first. So sometimes I drop down low. I don't.
Okay.
The second you can field the ball and throw it right away.
Right.
But at third, you gotta catch it and then use your feet to get back in line to first, and that's definitely something you need to work on to be able to bounce back and forth.
Yeah. And how much have the coaches here helped you kind of adjust to that new position?
A lot. Buck played both when he played,
that's
so
right.
he helps me out a lot with all that kind of stuff, and he gives me drills for second and third, so it helps a lot.
That's probably got to be nice, because a lot of times you would get like a position coach, but having the actual manager doing hands-on work with you, does that give you an extra boost too?
Yeah, no doubt. We got a lot of good guys in there, and it's definitely huge having the manager himself out there helping you, and for sure.
And what you've done at the plate has definitely turned some heads as well. Are you seeing the ball differently, or is it just a matter of the fact that you feel more comfortable here in Bowie in your second year?
Yeah, I think comfort is definitely some of it. I did make a lot of swing changes at spring training this year. Came back in, still had the big leg kick. We decided it was time to maybe cut down on that, trim some of the fat, and
Gotcha.
just start getting me to see the ball a little bit better on time, a little more consistently. And so we got rid of that, and we fixed up a few little things, and it's definitely helped me a ton.
Nice. So getting rid of that leg kick, a lot of times I've heard that helps in terms of contact, whereas opposed to, you might get a slight dip in power. Have you noticed that at all?
Not really, no. That's one of the biggest things is why I think I started the leg kick, because I am a smaller guy.
Right.
So I started doing the leg kick, and then I found some more power, which was fun to play with. But,
yeah.
As you advance through the levels, you find that you start to get exposed a little bit with your leg kick,
right?
And you're not on time for all the pitches you should be on time with, and
gotcha.
And that was a big adjustment for me. I was having a lot of success with the leg kick, and then moving up to Double-A. seen some better pitching. It
Yeah.
made it a little tougher.
Probably harder to catch up to the ball, I'm guessing.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's definitely a little easier to, like I said, trim some of the fat and
Yeah.
be a little bit more consistent.
What is that transition like? The pitching goes up a whole level. Is it just the velocity, or is it the type of pitches that you see that is on a different level here at AA?
I wouldn't say it's the velocity or the type of pitches. I think
Okay.
it's the consistency.
Okay.
You know, every single guy you see, he can locate all of his pitches. You
Right.
know, fastball, slider, curveball, changeup. You know, they can locate all of it whenever they want to throw it, and and it's even more so as you get past AA. You know, that was definitely one of the biggest things. Is it's harder to dial into a pitcher when you're not sure. Like, he might throw you 2 sliders in a row, when at lower levels that might not be the case. So,
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, it seems like there's less of the idea that there's a fastball count and a not fastball
Right.
count. It feels like that is kind of, the lines between that are disappearing.
Yeah, they're a lot less predictable.
Right, exactly, and that makes it tough to adjust. But you've adjusted quite well this year.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
we wish you continued success throughout the year, and good luck playing third, playing second, wherever you're going to be.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Rylan Bannon joining us here on MASN All Access.